It's Saturday, it's 9 p.m. in Old Blighty, and that must mean it's time for another War Room coming to you in glorious 720p. How are you doing, everyone? Hope you're all feeling fine and thingy, shipshape, and what's name? So, joining us as usual, the two cohorts of the War Room, Nate and ID Jester. How you doing, chaps?
Not too bad.
Hey,
Not too bloody bad.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. It's better than Dick Van Dyke, but not bad. Anything's better than Dick Van Dyke. So yes, great. Glad you're doing. While we're waiting for people to arrive, we've got about 30 odd people turning up so far. Give them a chance to join up. What you been up to this week, Nate?
Well, as I mentioned in the green room, I finished up my last classes of PhD. So now I'm officially what's known as ABD, all but dissertation. So I start that in January.
All but dead, it means over here. But anyway.
Yeah. Because I think I wrote something close to 60 pages this week worth of stuff for my last classes. So my brain is about fried, but not enough for war games.
Well, you don't need much of a brain to be a host on this thing, so you're fine. Yeah, you're fine.
I will say I did get something fun in the mail this week.
Oh yeah.
And that is this game. Rommel's War from L2, but it's Vance von Boris, which I really like him as a designer. And so
is that the chap that did
the Russia Besieged?
Which one?
Russia Besieged from he also did, I think it was the 4th edition of the Russian campaign.
That's probably where I've got his name from. Also, I think it's like, not the Barbarossa one. Because that's what's his face, isn't it? That's
well, Vance von Boris does the East Front series.
All right. Oh, well, that's where I know.
Right.
Yep, that's where I know him from then.
I love a good North Africa game.
Don't we all?
And so I do like the cover too. I think it's actually a piece of artwork.
It's quite cool. It looks like a painting, doesn't it? So
it is, yeah. But obviously North Africa.
Yeah, North Africa. That's the only problem.
Map. Yeah, but yeah. So I got one other item in the mail that I'm supposed to be getting here soon, and that is the the Mark Herman book that's supposed to be published.
All right, yeah.
As well as Ben Madison's new solitaire game about the Byzantine Empire that just got published by White Dog Games. So I got that because I love Ben Madison games.
Yes, yeah, I've got a soft spot for him as well. So yes, so good. Lots busy week. Jester, what you been up to, mate?
Well, it's been a busy week for me as usual, but the main thing I did was I played Combat Commander against a good friend, Cardboard Commander. I always have to pause and think about that because I want to screw up the name, so I have to make sure I'm saying it correctly. Cardboard Commander and myself played Combat Commander online last week, and we had a great time. It's been the first time in probably 15 or 20 years that I've actually played Combat Commander face-to-face. I've tried it a few times solo. It was fine, but didn't really tickle my fancy as interesting as it is when you play the face-to-face. We had a great time. It is such a great game. This game literally came down to very close game. I'm the Germans. I'm starting in the town. I start with all the victory points. He's got more forces. He starts coming in and surrounding me, and he's starting to get victory points. And my victory points is dwindling down to nothing. I got a random event which allowed me to move units and create a hero. So I moved some units around and created a hero. And then I did like this massive assault on him. And it was like all of his units on all my units. And I ended up winning the assault. And so I got a bunch of victory points from that. If he would have won the assault, he would have won and it would have been, he would have won the scenario. It was that close. It was such a great game to get back in and play. And it really makes me go, wow,
I know you like it. I know you like it.
out there. Yeah.
I mean, I've ordered it on P500.
It is on P500?
Yeah, I'm hoping. Yeah, the sort of combined one, Mediterranean and Europe. I'm hoping to play it solo. It doesn't supposed to play great solo, but I want it because I dare say we'll play, with yourself or Tony or somebody else down the line.
I'll be more than willing to. The only reason that we got together and played was about 3 weeks ago. I mentioned it on one of our shows.
Yeah.
And Combat Commander was watching, and he emailed me after the show and said, "Hey, if you're looking for somebody to play, I'll be, more than willing to play with you." And so we're going to try making a monthly series. We're going to be doing. We're going to be trying to go through a bunch of games that he wants to play, and I figured might as well. If I can find someone that wants to play games, and he's always around doing things, and I'm always around doing things, so we might as well, get together every once in a while and do them together. So we're going to be trying to do it as a regular thing. And I'm still looking for more Combat Commander as well.
So pardon my ignorance, but for Combat Commander, is that just scenario based, or is there a campaign as well?
It's just scenario based.
Okay.
There is no campaign. There is random scenarios, or there's design scenarios, and they keep designing scenarios. The scenario we played was from WBC this last year, so they're still running tournaments. There's still
there's tournaments, isn't there?
Yeah, there's still the Combat Commander ladder that's run by Patrick Pence, one of my all-time favorite guys. He does a great job with that. They keep trying to get me in there and joining up with those guys, but I'm scared to take on these guys because they're like professional Combat Commander players.
And also, it turns more into a job rather than enjoying a game of Combat Commander with your mate, sort of thing. It's you've got to win.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how many people you tread on to get on the top of that hill, you've got to make it. Yeah, I think that would lose its maybe for me lose its appeal.
Rough.
There is a difference in playing the game for fun and playing the game to win. Now we were both playing to win, like we're trying to win, but we were having fun because I haven't played face to face with anybody in a long time, and just the moments you have, it's like
it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I'm hoping to do that. Jerry was a great guy. He was very, when I won, he was, giving me all the accolades, and I'm like, dude, no, seriously, we're just having fun.
Defeat.
Yeah,
gracious.
Yeah, he's very gracious.
Sounds like a Brit.
Yeah. So it's great to find a player like that takes the fun part of the game and wants to continue it with other games as well. I'm looking forward to playing some more games with him, and of course winning again. So that always helps.
What was it? Gracious in victory as well? I don't know.
Magnanimous in victory and gracious in defeat.
I was, but I told him this week. I said, for the war room, I'm gonna have to rub it in a little bit because I don't know. I might never get to rub it in again. I might never win again. So I got to take the opportunity to try and rub it in when I can.
Of course. And stop saying rub it in because somebody will clip that and use it against you. Okay. You know what they're like out there on the Tinternet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, Ruff, how have you been?
Not too bad, but it's been okay. It's getting back to, not as it used to be, but getting back. I've just spent a long time. I finished the videoing, I hope, of the next installment of Skies Above Britain. I'm just editing it now. It's another over an hour long video, so it takes a while to edit. But yes, that's complete. So that hopefully will be up next week. Then I want to get a few unbookings done, get them off the list. And then what I might do is spend a couple of days finishing up painting my Nemesis lockdown figures and monsters, because I understand the new one, or the first wave of the original ones, coming sometime this month. So I don't want to be piled up with lots of miniatures. So I might just to take a break from gaming, just do only for a couple of days, just see if I can finish off the rest of the ones, and then we'll get back to mission 5. Hopefully it won't be as long, because now it's getting a bit easier. Christmas, of course, is in the way. Blimmin' humbug, you know. But
you know what, Rob?
What?
You can always get some of those paints and paintbrushes in your stocking. You know that, right?
This is what we're going to be talking about. Great point. Great point.
Oh.
What is the subject, by the way?
The subject is... No, I nearly said something rude there. It is 5 wargame items you love to find in your Christmas stocking. So we're leaving Santa's sack out of it, because that's too big. And so no sort of wolf packs and all that sort of things, although we'd love them for Christmas. So 5 nice items. Don't do it yet.
Whoa. Did you see what just happened?
What? Oh, blimey. Where's that? Oh, let me find it. Crikey, this is becoming...
It appears like... There you go.
Christoph. That's
Wow.
$20. Oh, that's in euros. I've got to convert it all. So that's $9.99, 10 euros. I think Gainer's spent it on the turkey anyway already. No. So I've got to keep ahead of... I've got to sort that out. So,
Just how about if he meets you halfway in the channel?
Yeah.
Hands you 10 pounds.
Very nice. Thank you, Christopher.
Thank you, Christoph.
Thank you.
Yeah, we are making a note of that. It makes it awkward for me, but that's why you're doing it, isn't it? You tinkers. Yes.
And I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just going to say, so that's the subject for today. And what we'll do is now, while you're talking, I'm going to, because we've got 50 odd people now, we're going to say hello to all the boys and girls.
Yeah, I wanted to comment on Paul. You had mentioned about that the second version of Rome Inc. on the late Roman Empire is shipping, and that's exciting. So I can't wait to get that.
You know what else they might find in their stockings this year is some of the books that somebody's been recommending all these weeks.
As long as they're not big, thick tomes, then yes, why not?
Oh yeah. I could recommend this one. Nice and thick.
That'll give Santa a hernia.
Fits in the stocking. Yeah, it fits in the stocking. It depends
on the size of the stocking, I mean.
Yes, I did, Charles. They look quite cool.
3D printed ships. Yeah.
Which I have.
It's good to see a Wolfpack getting a lot of plays, a lot of people talking about it and putting it on their channel and introducing it and stuff.
John's got it on. It's hit the ground running, isn't it? This Wolfpack. It's gone.
It's good. It's good. Yeah, it's got a lot of people. It's got a lot of people playing it. I was going to jump on the bandwagon, but I figured there's so many people playing it right now.
Yeah, I'm going to wait till it cools down a bit.
I'll just wait till it cools down a little bit, and then I'll jump on the bandwagon. And speaking of Wolfpack, this is super, super, super important. I had ordered Wolfpack, but GMT and Mike Butterjelly were nice enough to send me a copy. So I've got a copy that I'm going to be giving away at our end of year celebration. So thanks to GMT and Mike Butterjelly for the donation.
It's the other half of the board game booker.
I nearly said other half. You know what I mean? You're partnering crime. Yeah.
The better half. I mean, the other half. Yeah.
That's right.
The one that's actually posting videos.
That's true. That's true. We do have another video out.
I told you he'd get his own back. Well, I'm not sure if we're Holy Game Warriors, William, but thank you anyway, sir.
If we play a Crusader game, yeah.
It was nice playing the Combat Commander online. There was a lot of familiar faces came out to watch, and everyone was cheering on Jerry for some reason. I don't know why. Not a single person was cheering me on.
I have no idea why.
I don't know either.
I can't imagine.
But it was a great time to do it face to face, and we're hoping to, like I said, do some more. And I'm also looking to, I don't know if I'm going to join the ladder or if I'm just going to find some more people to play it sometime. So, yeah, it's a great game.
It's definitely oversized. It's
a bit thin though, isn't it? What it makes up in length, it's not as thick as GMT game.
Yeah.
3-inch box.
It's interesting. I will say this. It's interesting. It's a 2011 game, I believe, and the map.
I think if DJ Flippy, it might be talking about that still. On the original.
Yes, I think that's Quarter Deck Games. I think was.
Oh right, yeah.
85. But the map is on. It's paper, but it's almost like a card stock.
Yeah.
Which it almost. I mean, I'm going to put plexiglass on it when I play it, but you almost don't need it, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, he can't stay and watch today, but have a great time because he's recording another video.
Yeah.
Actually, I know what he's doing.
I think he was going out on his own. I think he's starting his own channel. I think he was done waiting on you, Nate. So
I actually know. I know they're smoking a turkey for later.
Oh,
how'd you wrap that? Must be hard to light. Is that a colloquialism for drugs or something? We're going to smoke a turkey.
No, it's putting a turkey in a smoker.
Yeah, putting a turkey in a smoker.
I don't know.
See, isn't it nice gesture when he gives us his Britishisms and we don't necessarily understand?
And you don't get
them. We give him our Americanisms.
Smoking a turkey.
We leave you alone for sort of 200 odd years, and you
just assume that we're doing something nefarious.
Yeah. I'm still trying to keep up.
Hey, dog.
People.
A lot of new people. Yep. Yeah, good to see everyone.
Great to see you. Great to see you. We're glad you're saying hello. Yeah, if you're in the chat, you're not said hello yet. Just
we got over 60 people here.
Oh, there's Herman. Hey, Herman. How you doing, buddy? Good to see Herman coming.
Like that, GK,
So we did have some breaking news on the channel this week with Herman's new game design being released. So we can't wait to check that out.
Gareth, hey.
And
so look, you mentioned his name, and here he is. Look.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Yep. New game coming out. Details are on the Facebook page about it, so looking forward to checking that out.
What's the name of the game?
That is a good question. I'll have to look it up because I don't know the actual name. It is dun, dun, dun.
Great to see everyone. Great to see. Oh, I tell you what, while you're looking that up, Jester, over here we've got it's our big convention now. It's getting bigger. It's the Punch Con in May next year. Mm-hmm. They've upped the tickets to 225. I think they've gone. They've gone within a week. Bang.
Wow.
There may be a couple left, but if you're thinking of going, Gareth, I hope you got yours, matey.
Did you get yours?
I got mine, yeah. Luckily. Nice. When I ordered my one, which is the day after the sales opened, there was only 43 left out of 225. I think it was at 275. I don't know, but yeah, they've hired another room within the hotel, which is for the monster games. So they have big tables in there.
Mm-hmm.
So talked to Tweez the other day, and he's thinking, "Well, what should we do? Should we get our massive? Should we go bonkers? I don't know. Yeah, we'll probably.
Yeah. Why don't you pull out World in Flames?"
Well, that's what they're doing, yeah. Or Case Blue or something,
Yeah, or Red Strike. Here we go.
I'm sharing my screen. I'm sharing my screen, Ruff.
Okay.
There it is.
I do, Christoph. Yes.
So it's Wharf Rat Games. It's the new publisher, and it's called The Forlorn Hope. There we go. And all the detail and information about it there. Is a captivating board game that immerses players in the gritty realities of World War I, Nate. World War I. Masterfully designed by Charles S. Roberts, award-winning designer Herman.
He wrote that himself. He wrote that himself.
I know he did.
I'm joking, Herman. I'm joking.
Hey, I love a good
1 to 3 players.
Good.
45 to 90 minutes and 14 and above.
Yeah.
You think that covers all
And
of this?
we will probably be having those gentlemen on the show sometime. Probably at the start of the next year sometime.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Brian Heelman and
Blast Pop, we haven't seen you for a while, my friend. Hope you're well.
Blast Pop. Oh my God. Blast from the past there.
Yeah. I see him on Facebook. So, he's still active, but it's not been. It's an awkward time, isn't it, for people? Gareth, look, 9 left. Well done, mate.
Oh,
you've done it now, Tony. Lock and load.
Lock and load.
Okay, so you guys can answer this question.
In my opinion, sorry, Tony's. In my opinion, yes, it's a great system. And how many tactical systems do you want? Just one more.
Which
one?
I
recommend it.
Which one do you enjoy the most of their tactical systems?
Well, I've got to get my teeth into Devin's new one, Heroes of the Better Harvest.
Okay.
But I do like, as we know, North Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not a big long, because it's tactical, it's 1 or 2 maps. So,
right.
But yes, recommend it.
Which is, what's it called? Nations at War? That's
platoon level, but yeah, tactical. Great.
Okay.
Just the die. If you like dice chuckers, there's no CRTs, no combat result tables. It's all on the counter. I mean, Jester's played it. They've played both of them. I think he likes both of them. Me and Tony have played Nations at War. Great.
Cool.
There's the 2 of them. Yeah.
Wes Crawford. Yeah, I couldn't. I knew couldn't think of his last name. I knew it was Wes. I couldn't remember if it was what his last name was. But
good luck on the game, Herman. And
We'll be. I'm sure once they get around to it, they'll give me some screenshots and some stuff to share. Maybe when they come on, they'll have some more information about it. So that'd be cool.
That'd be good. Yep.
I mean, if you're looking for, especially if you're looking for a book on French warfare,
it's library incorporated. Go on.
See, we got a book on the Western Front called The Western Front. So
there you go.
See, that was quick and easy.
Maybe Herman will answer that for you in the old chatty poos. But while you're thinking about that, and the rest of you, if you haven't done so already, it would be wonderful, as always. I need all the help I can get, peeps, if you would be so kind, smash that like button.
And people don't know how true that is.
It is. I'm desperate.
It's not that bad. He's not that bad now. Come on.
No, but it's nice.
We put out a few more videos. You'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah, we'll hopefully get back on that. Getting back on that.
His YouTube career. Jester pulled him out of the mire of YouTube.
So it's great to see Herman because next week his team plays my team in the playoffs, and so he might not be very happy with it next week if his team loses, and he might not be my friend anymore if my team ends up beating his team. So
maybe they'll plant the flag in the middle of the field.
Well, let's hope not. That's kind of ridiculous. Like
it is.
the whole thing about it now is just become.
I laugh every
time. It's like when they were doing.
What are we talking about? We're talking about World Cup. We're talking about
during the college football game between Michigan and Ohio State, which is one of the biggest rivalries in American history, more or less.
Right.
Michigan won, and a Michigan player took a Michigan flag, and ran out to the field and planted it in the center of the field. So some Ohio State representatives have gotten upset by that and have introduced a bill into the Ohio legislature to ban it in the state of Ohio.
Well, it is a bit kiddie-like and a bit childish because, of course, I do know, but maybe people this side of the pond, every state has got its own flag, isn't it?
Correct.
And its own capital.
Correct. Which some state flags are pretty bad.
Yes, they're not. Bad. It's like they thought, what are we going to do? Let's use red, white, and no. We've already had that. Let's try. No, they've got that one. What should we? Yeah, We'll
They
have a
just put the
spodge.
state symbol, the seal, right on the center of this blue flag.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, hopefully.
That's
Yeah.
true. Extra squeaky.
yeah. Next week, oh yeah. Well, I don't
Oh,
know.
look,
Ohio
they're
State
calling
is
out
ranked
either one
8,
or the
and
other.
Tennessee's ranked 9, so it's supposed to be a really good matchup. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, I didn't mean to derail everything. I thought I would tease Herman about that and mention
I
that
think
for
they haven't
next week.
forgotten this carry on, isn't it?
The biggest rivalry in the U.S. was
Since
the
American Civil War.
American Civil War. Yeah, there you go. Extra squeaky. Nice.
Some places
Good
in the United
comeback.
States, it's still going.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, we got over our English Civil War. Yeah, we're okay.
Yeah, it was like 500 years ago, though. You're still fighting over it.
No, it's all forgotten. We're just you know, we've been there, done that. Just getting.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody advocating in England for total royal prerogative on anything.
Well, no, he's not allowed. He's not allowed.
Exactly.
No, he's had a state, but old two-tier Keir, as he's being called, is head of the government. So it's very separate. So they've got two. They've got two in one city.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that would be crazy. It's like the Mets and the Yankees then.
Yeah, it's a little bit like with the football over here. I can't remember, the sort of rivalry between the London clubs.
There's that one friend.
Yeah.
One's better. This is a discussion for another day. But you definitely, when we moved down here from Ohio to Florida, right? My wife had a ton of friends, and I only had a couple friends. And after we moved down here, people changed because you're not up there anymore, and blah blah blah. And so, when we would go back to visit, the 2 or 3 friends that I had, I would still get together with them and everything. And then she'd be all mad because her friends didn't want to get together with her, and they couldn't schedule something, and this, that, and the other thing. They came up with excuses why they couldn't do it, and I'm like, it's probably better to have 2 or 3 good friends than 30 friends that you think are friends that aren't really friends.
Well, yeah. I mean, what's the phrase? Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah,
and people move on.
Kind of goes that way. Goes that way.
So I do want to ask.
Hold on, is that a game? Unhappy? Oh,
yeah, Unhappy King Charles.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I don't think it solos very well.
It does. The new edition from Phalanx looks really interesting to me. Much more than
I got the old edition. I think it would probably play fine. It's just a DDG game, so you're doing one side, playing one side, then playing the other side.
Oh, it's only a 2-player. I'm thinking of the other game, aren't I? The big.
This is the point-to-point
or 5-player.
Yeah, no, this is a point-to-point one. 2-player, one map.
Right.
All right. No, I think.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Or that, or it could be an expansion.
Herman's going to have 10 games coming out next year. It's going to be crazy. He's got a whole bunch of things in the works. I can't share any information because everything's hush-hush right now. But, man, he's going to have a boatload of stuff.
Yeah, be good. There we go. So Phalanx has a solo mode based on Stuka Joe's system for Unhappy thingy. Also, yes, Sean makes a good point. One on Civil War, Cruel Necessity. That's supposed to be. I've yet to get it out. It looks great, So it's a solo game.
I mean, how long have you had that now?
I know. Shut up. I know. We're getting back on it. So,
I mean, you can play stuff without it being on camera.
Yeah, but I can't. The only time I play is when I record. That's how the time I've got. Yeah, because I've got the one table. This one is just chock-a-block full of games now. So if there's a game out, I'll play it. But if there's a bit of a gap like there was, I'll pop it away, but then get something else out that I might want to do an unboxing of or something like that. So the table's normally used. There's already a drone book. Oh, well, that's Thomas's game, drone.
Yeah.
That's not sci-fi. No.
Maybe he can have an expansion about what's going on.
Yeah. So all good stuff. Right.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Maybe when we can break the news, when Herman's non-disclosure agreement has passed, maybe we can get him back on the show, and I can tell him about all these secrets.
Right, we can battle them out. Yeah,
I will never forget that show. Man, that was
crazy.
You have a screenshot of that, I believe.
Oh yeah,
the look of horror.
How did you know that?
Yeah, just that was funny, but it's in the library. Go and watch it if you wish.
That was a good one. It was a good one. It was definitely a good one. Yeah.
Right.
Back in the days when I was just an ordinary viewer.
Ordinary viewer. Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch some of these old episodes and see if Nate ever posted comments and stuff and find out.
I remember.
I don't remember Nate that much before he. Do you, Ruff? Do you remember Nate like standing out as like, oh, this guy posts all these great comments? I don't remember that.
No, but I do remember him posting. Yeah, because I remember everybody that posts because these are very important people to me anyway. People that turn up every week.
I remember
watch 2 hours of nonsense. I know. I appreciate your thing.
I posted a comment back when Ruff, you were making the tutorial videos for Atlantic Chase.
Oh, right. Yes.
And
good old days when I could video.
Those were very helpful for me to get into that game. And I posted saying, thank you very much for it and appreciated it and everything.
Yeah, that's it. So I remember, it's great when you get those sort of comments, there's, it's good. It's good. And then I'm sorry that I've cost people money. We've all cost people money. We're sorry, but that's how it works.
Yeah,
I'm not sorry recommending history books.
Look at that, look, and now look at him.
You always need history books, so.
And look at him now.
Running, no, not the whole thing, no. Just one of us peanut gallery.
Just one of the peanut gallery. Yeah. That's right.
Beaker has a new VUCA has a new Cold War. Looks good.
Is it in pre-order now? Oh, that game looked interesting when.
Is that the guy we had on, Ruff?
No, I don't think his was the Poland invasion, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, okay. That's because it was at PunchCon last year. I think, didn't they? What was it?
One, like the coin, like
the Twilight Struggle.
Twilight Struggle follows on from Twilight Struggle. Is that the one that's coming out?
Yes, the new Cold War. It is.
Yeah, yep. It's great. It's good fun. I mean, I'm not a fan of these, but playing it with a group of people, playing it with VUCA and Gareth was playing as well, and another chap we met there. And playing with Eves as well. I think Eves was on my side, and Gareth and the other chap were, the Russians and Chinese on one side, and Europe and America are the other side. And you're stabbing people in the back. It's really, even the people on your own side, you're going to stab in the back.
Well, here we go. I will share it because there we go.
Oi. Yep, ready?
Yep. There we go. The new Cold War.
Yeah, it's good price.
$68 for pre-order. Releases next year.
Yeah, had fun playing that. Yeah.
So like the cover.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks neat.
And it has every sort of, the main sort of things that happened in those years from the end of Twilight Struggle up to...
Was it a card based?
Yeah, it's card driven, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. I think you'll like it.
Yeah,
maybe
I'll probably
get the designer on to talk about it.
Probably have to pick it up.
Yeah. Well, I'll try and get the designer to come on if you want to. Peeps in the they said peanut gallery. No, that's a bit insult. People in the chat, if you want me to get him on. Is it a war game? There's no sort of. I don't think there's no like battles. It's more like Twilight
geopolitical.
Yeah, there's war things going on. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Although I was very very drunk.
That's
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. It was good fun. It was good.
Now there's a clip that we're going to clip out. You know, we're going to.
I liked it, but I was very, very drunk.
Yeah. And it has a solar bod as well. So what more could a man or woman or whatever ask for? No, well, that's fair enough, Coy. Fair enough. You know, they're not everybody's cup of tea. I mean, I like a bit of everything. You know me.
I know one of these days, because I know myself, and that I'm pretty sure I'm going to be getting Red Strike at some point. Every once in a while, I get into a Cold War. I'm interested in Third World War stuff. Giant box.
What are you going to do with 65 counter pages? Like, what are you going to do? It's going to take you like 6 months to chop them all up. And
I think it'll be a case of just punching the ones as you learn the game, punching the ones you need, I think. Yeah, Gareth, yeah, he was a bit drunk as well. No, he wasn't. Yeah, it's you're looking down, look a bit like the North Pole down view. But yeah, I get you what you're saying. Yes, it certainly is, Coy. It weighs a ton.
Is that the biggest Wargame box that you have?
I think it's even bigger than Pacific War.
I doubt it. Pacific War is, I think, bigger.
No, that's. Hold on. No, wait a minute. We have the tools. We have the ruler.
There you go.
We got here. Pacific War is.
It's a 4-inch box.
4 and a bit inch box, and Red Strike is 4 3/4.
Wow.
So there's not a lot in it, but it's big.
It's bigger than Pacific War. Wow.
Extra space to store stuff in it then. But that's always one thing I get a little frustrated at getting a box and can't fit everything back in it.
Yeah. I mean, especially as I like to sleeve, and everything. So
like, how much of that stuff do they really need that box? Because nobody's going to play it all. Nobody's going to ever see it all. What are you going to do with all that stuff? Again,
my heart goes out, Sean. My heart goes out to you, my friend, because getting stuff over to the land down under it's stupid amounts. Yeah, Tim is the biggest one he's got.
I do remember when Ruff only had Warfire on his shelf.
Yes,
you remember that, and he had the big headphones on.
They were my sons, all right. They're big orange things, and if I plugged them in, the USB in, they would glow. They would, but I didn't do that.
I didn't even have hair on back then.
No, it's always been. No, I've been bald like this for lots, 20, 25 years. No, 30 years. So yeah. Oh, talking of which, next week it's me and Mrs. R's wedding anniversary. 20 years and married, but 25 together. So we're going away for a couple of days to Burnham, which is a lovely little place in Essex on the River Crouch. It's not far, but it's a lovely place, just a couple of days away from everything. So we're looking forward to that.
Well, congratulations.
Are you going to be here for this show?
Yes, it's Wednesday to Friday or something. That's what we're doing. It's not, of course I am. Yes, I do, because of you lot. I still start talking in bits of meters and 24.3 centimeters. They go, what's that gobbledygook?
Hey, we're keeping the British Empire alive just a little bit.
There was a theory going around that once we left the EU, we would then revert back to imperial.
Europe.
But of course not. Not. Even though your gallons are different from ours.
Just waiting for Nate to replace books with games. Still hasn't happened.
Yeah. Someday.
It'll happen. Or what he'll do is he'll put them up there, and then when it's the show, he'll go, "Oh, crikey, take them down, put some books up, make it look like."
Yeah, that's what I do after every show. I take them all off, and
she'd kill me, Sean. She'd kill me.
Take a couple pocket games. She'll never know.
Although, if I take one that she likes to play, that's Tiny Epic Battle of Galaxies. Yeah, that might be fun.
Would she ever play a big war game with you?
Sure. No.
What
You
about
can take Warfighter and teach her how to play Warfighter.
She finds it. I'm trying to instill the sort of enthusiasm and the excitement. It's just like leaves me cold.
That's right, Mike. Yeah, they're all right down there.
Yeah, he's hidden them under the table. He kicks them under the table.
Right, yeah, get out of here. That's right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Hey, that's cool.
Hey, Charles, congratulations.
Nice.
Oh,
you'd have been out if you'd have murdered someone. But anyway,
I should. There we go, Edward. I should use a picture of Ruff's shelves beforehand.
And I'll go, yeah, well, nice collection, Nate.
Oh. What if all three of us in one show all showed up with Ruff's board games behind us?
There'd be something weird. I don't know if anybody would notice. Although they're pretty on the ball. Our chat compared
They
to
would know. They would definitely know.
Yeah.
Funny.
Right. Should we do some of our nonsense to get out of the way so we can get the subject going? What do you reckon, chaps?
It's your show.
Well, allegedly. Can you turn your mic up a little bit?
You bet.
Sorry, I say this every week, Nate. I'll do
I keep turning it up every week, but it keeps changing.
I was hoping they would just mute them, and so.
All right.
There we go. How's that?
That's better.
Oh, now I have to actually listen to them.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It's tough, isn't it?
So, who wants to go first? Do you want to go first, Nate, or shall I go first? I don't really mind.
I don't mind going. So I thought I haven't revisited Ancient World in a while.
Sorry, just to get in the chat.
For those that are interested, and I'm sure someday I'll bite the bullet and get it. But for those that are currently really interested in GBOH, I thought I would pick a book today that might be helpful for you if you are playing that game, and that is this book. This is the Seleucid Army of Antiochus the Great, Weapons, Armor, and Tactics. So this is a lot of GBOH games come about Roman battles, but I think it'd be interesting to also have books about like the successor wars, the successors of Alexander the Great, Greek battles, Hellenistic battles. And so this is a great book for it. And this is actually fairly new as well, I believe. Published 2022. So
he'll be sorry he left. Nordic is missing all this.
And
man,
like diagrams of how the armies were deployed in the Seleucid armies. This is I saw this and I was like, oh, I want to get this because the Seleucid Empire has always fascinated me. The successor kingdoms after Alexander the Great and the Seleucid Empire stretching from the shores of Turkey along the Aegean all the way to India. A massive, massive empire that was run by a minority Hellenistic Greek population, and yet held together for almost 3 centuries.
Blimey.
Until it
was
collapsed.
it bigger than Alexander's empire?
No, it wasn't necessarily bigger, but
when you say that they took
the
over,
largest chunk of it.
So they took over when Alexander went.
Correct. Yes, it was founded by a guy named Seleucus.
Right.
Seleucus, and the first, and he was one of Alexander's generals, and took over that part of the empire. So, but yeah, if you're looking for GBOH and you want to know, that is a great question. We have no idea where it is. Love to find it. It is hidden somewhere in Alexandria today.
Still, I reckon.
Supposedly, the tomb has never been found.
Oh.
So if you want to go over to Alexandria in Egypt and start digging it up, if you find it,
you're made.
There you go. That's
it.
Yeah,
you're made.
But yeah, if you're interested for GBOH, you want to do some ancient Greek battles, successor kingdoms battles, then that's the book for you. No, he's not buried underneath the river. That's Attila the Hun.
It's a bit wet under here. Let me do mine because I want to enjoy Jester's bit because that's coming to the end now. It's getting good.
Oh.
What? No, I meant
you were
that.
meaning-
I meant that because we're getting all the good games coming up. That's what I'm. Nate,
Poor Jester,
stop it.
man.
Stop it. I meant in a good way. Jeez. Right.
Oh.
Flipping heck. What we got? Oh, it's a bit of a weird one. 14th of December. Doesn't start. I couldn't find much. I didn't mean it that way. 1812.
I'm kidding with you, Ruff. We
I
love
know,
you.
and I'm kidding with the chat as well. Yeah, I know what I meant, and everybody knows what I meant. 1812. The French invasion of Russia comes to an end as the remnants of the Grande Armée are expelled from Russia. Good riddance. 1814, War of 1812. The Royal Navy, gotta love them, seizes control of Lake Borgne. Is it Borgne or Bogne, Louisiana? Borgne. Borgne? I don't know. Come on, guys, you live there. Well, not in Louisiana. Well, you live in the same country. Anyway, that happened.
No idea.
No, I haven't. No, I never heard of it. 1836. This is a war. I don't know if anybody knows about this. It's the Toledo War.
Yes, I've heard of it, actually.
Heard of that? 1830. I hadn't. So the Toledo War unofficially ends as the Frost-Bitten Convention votes to accept Congress's terms for admitting Michigan as a U.S. state. They've regretted it ever since, I think. But the Toledo War, 1835-1836, was a boundary dispute between the U.S. state of Ohio and adjoining territory, of Michigan over what is now known as the Toledo Strip. It's a bit of strip of land, isn't it, between the two of them? Control of the mouth of the Maumee River and the inland shipping opportunities it represented and the good farmland to the west were seen by both parties as valuable economic assets. There were battles. There was bloodshed. It was a proper little civil war you had going. So I would recommend looking it up and doing a bit of research. Very interesting little tiff neighbours had. But a more well-known one in 1863, the American Civil War. The Confederate victory under General James Longstreet at the Battle of Beans Station in East Tennessee ends the Knoxville campaign, but achieves very little as Longstreet returns to Virginia next spring. And interesting bit of stuff. 1913, Haruna, the fourth and last Congo-class battle cruiser, launches. Eventually become one of the Japanese workhorses during World War I and World War II. During her career, Haruna underwent two major reconstructions. I find this stuff interesting. I'm sorry. But
no,
anyway.
I think Japanese ships were like incredible with the pagoda towers on them.
And sort of slingshot stuff to flick planes off. I mean, naval stuff. I've got a bit of a soft spot. Anyway, so underwent the two major reconstructions. Beginning in 1926, the Imperial Navy rebuilt her as a battleship, strengthening her armor and improving her speed and power capabilities. In 1933, her superstructure was completely rebuilt, her speed was increased, and she was equipped with launch catapults for float planes. Now fast enough to accompany Japan's growing carrier fleet, Haruna was reclassified as a fast battleship. Haruna fought in almost every major naval battle of the Pacific Theater during World War II. She covered the Japanese landings in Malaya, in present-day Malaysia, and the Dutch East Indies, now Indonesia, in 1942, before engaging American forces at the Battle of Midway and during the Guadalcanal campaign. Throughout 1943, Haruna primarily remained at Truk, a lagoon, Kure Naval Base. That's near Hiroshima. Sasebo Naval Base near Nagasaki and the Lingga Islands in present-day Indonesia, and deployed on several occasions in response to American carrier airstrikes on Japanese island bases. Harunda participated in the Battle of the Philippine Sea and the Battle of Leyte Gulf in 1944, engaging American vessels in the latter. However, you lot got their own back, because in 1945, Haruna was transferred to Kure Naval Base, where she was sunk by aircraft of Task Force 38 on the 28th of July, 1945. So the little brief history of Haruna there, but she got to come up and... this is interesting. 1931, RAF pilot Douglas Bader, 21st of February 1910, died 5th of September 1982, undertaking a low-level role in a Bristol Bulldog Mark IIA KI 61676 of 23 Squadron at RAF Woodley, Great Britain, hooks a wingtip, rolls the biplane into a ball and loses both his legs, undeterred. So it happened today that would have become legless.
Wow.
Undeterred, he returned to the air and became a renowned World War II fighter pilot with 22 credited kills before being downed over France, 9th of August 1941. As a POW, he has such determination to escape that he is eventually sent to Colditz Castle for recidivist escapees. They took his legs away so he couldn't escape. His false legs.
Wow.
If you want a good film, there's Kenneth Moore playing him in the 1956 film Reach for the Sky. I recommend you watch that. It's a good little film, taking him through his life and all that, including the crash. Anyway, 1939, Winter War. The Soviet Union is expelled from the League of Nations for invading Finland. And 1944, you've probably heard of the short Shetland.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe not. No, maybe not. It's the what's the other one? Sutherland. You probably heard of the short Sutherland, but today was the first flight in 1944 of the short Shetland. The short Shetland was intended as a British long-range four-engined flying boat built by Short Brothers at Rochester in Kent for use in the Second World War. It was designed to meet an Air Ministry requirement for a very long-range reconnaissance flying boat. The design used the company's experience with large-scale production of the short Sutherland. So it's based on that. 2 prototypes flew, but the end of the war was nigh, and that prevented the Shetland from entering production. It was the first aircraft designed with a 110-volt electrical system. Oh, I love things like that. Yes, we're going to see a picture. Yes, don't you worry. Hold on.
Yes, Edward. Yes.
It looked very... Oh, don't start. Every time. Here we go.
Oh,
I can see. Look, that's a painting, I think, of obviously of one. There we go. So yes, looks very similar to the Sutherland.
It does.
But there we are. Never actually got into production. So that's the. One more thing. That's it. So no, a couple more things. So you're going to say something? No.
I was going to say the Sutherland was like a U-boat commander's worst nightmare.
Yes, yeah. They could pick them out. Yeah, and if they couldn't deal with it, they send in the little nippy fighters to deal with them. Alarm!
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we want to get. Oh, I can't wait to get Wolfpack out right now. So, 1944 again, Task Force 38 carrier aircraft attacked Japanese airfields on Luzon, employing for the first time, the Big Blue Blanket, tactic of keeping aircraft over the airfields day and night to prevent Japanese air attacks on the beachhead at Mindoro. Flying 1,671 sorties, they drop 336 tons of bombs, claiming 62 Japanese aircraft destroyed in the air and 208 on the ground, for the loss of 27 US aircraft in combat and 38 due to non-combat causes, probably trying to land. And it's also they also use this technique, this tactic, to protect American ships from kamikaze attack. The old what's that game from Legion, where you're stopping the kamikazes coming in?
Picket duty.
Picket duty. Yeah, they were the pickets. They were the sentries, weren't they? So yeah. And lastly, we've got 1964. The U.S. Air Force launches Operation Barrel Roll, attacking the Ho Chi Minh Trail in Laos. So quite a few different things happening today. 14th of December. There we go.
Nice.
Next week it'll be the 21st. Battle in the Balls.
Yeah, it starts in 2 days.
Yep.
All right. So, as I mentioned last week, this is the final week where we're outside the top 100. So we're doing 110 down to 101. Next week, we start the top 100 games of all time. And we're going to start off this week with a bang. Ruff's one of Ruff's favorite games. I have to share my screen, don't I? Yes, I do.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay.
Let's see here. Here we go. All right. Llamo in the Desert.
Block game.
It's a different version.
It's a Columbus game. It's got blocks.
Yeah, Columbia. It's a block game, Ruff. It's a block game. You've never heard of it.
Why Ruff drinks? He keeps showing me block game.
Look at that. Bloody blocks. Oh, my God.
Bloody block game. Right. I don't mind block game. I mean, Skies Over Britain's got blocks, but they're big counters, chunky counters. That's hiding information. Probably a great game.
It's actually very very good for a block game, but it's got Africa, so
it's long.
It's long,
long map,
a million maps and everything else. So, but it's a good looking game for sure. All right, number 109.
What is this?
Gaslands Refueled.
Never even heard of it.
Well, no, is that no?
Looks like a miniatures.
Oh, well, Death Race 2000.
Yeah, like a Death Race game or Mad Max type game or something.
Not sure I'd call that a war game, but
well,
that
so
blocks
that's,
playing
that's 109.
I just can't play them.
108.
Oh,
Successors, the battles for Alexander's army. Going on what Mead was saying about Alexander and
now there's a phalanx version of that.
Is that the one they're redoing along with the two in the box one, the new one?
Well, no, that's you're thinking of Hannibal and Hamilcar.
No, talking about the Berg one. That's
no, you're thinking of Thunderbolt.
That's it. Yes, that's not this thing. No, right.
This is a CDG. This is like Hannibal and Hamilcar.
Hannibal. And...
This is similar to that, like in style, but this is the GMT version. There's a Phalanx version, which is it's really really nice. I don't have it, but I've seen it.
It looks like a good one.
Yeah. It's a good game. From what I can
tell. All right,
so
that was what was that? It was number 108. 107. Gandhi.
Oh.
Coin game, Ruff. Coin game.
Yeah, no,
you like this game, Jester, right?
Yes,
I really like it. Yeah, I think it's great. And I didn't think of all the coin games I would like this one because it's very passive. It's about history I don't know anything about. I really like this one though. Really like it. It's the way it's designed is really good. Number
106.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
The Devil's Cauldron. Part of the
I think that's on pre-order.
Yes, it is. They're re-releasing it.
What, 300 quid?
You can pre-order it for $260 some dollars, I think. Pre-order 260 something. Yep. Which isn't bad because when it's full release, it's going to be like 380. I think
$300. Yeah.
So
it's a big game though.
GTS. Yeah, it's going to be huge. good looking stuff there, but I don't think these things come in the game though.
No,
Yeah,
they
it
don't.
came out a lot of people's price range. You're quite right, Koi. Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. Another classic here, 105, Field Commander Napoleon.
Which I think both of you really like the other one. They're one of the others in that series.
No, have you played this? No, you've played the Alexander. Did you play
No,
this?
I played Napoleon. Yeah, and
Oh,
I ran into the same problems that Ruff and Tony did.
You run into the
find a
rubble.
scenario and you cannot play it because it's so imbalanced and it's so broken, and there's like no way to win. So unless you get extremely lucky, it does have this interesting. I will say, I give props where props are due. It does have this very interesting battle mechanic system where you're taking all the units that you have and all the enemy units, and then you're going to have special orders that you can give your units, and then your enemy will have special units that he'll be able to use. And it actually plays out each of the battles very interesting, and there's a lot of strategy to it. So I will give it credit for that.
I know there's a Field Commander Robert E. Lee coming out.
Yeah, I'll go through. There's some comments on as the games are going. The comments are coming, which is great, and I'll just go through them when Jester's finished.
Where are we at? 04. Road to Gettysburg. Lee Strikes North. Another MMP game.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the redone of the original Avalon Hill, but they also put in.
Yes, they put some extra bits and pieces in, haven't they?
Yeah,
really,
a couple of the modules are put in one.
GCACW, great campaigns of the American Civil War, isn't it?
That's a lot of maps there, boys.
This is so, it's out of print. It is so hard to get. And if you do find one, it's astronomical prices.
It'll be over $300.
Yeah, 300 pounds. Yeah.
300 pounds. So you're talking $400.
Mm-hmm.
Then Ruff, your game next.
Hey! I don't know why. I don't know why people poo-poo it. I just love the game. I just love it's just such a great narrative. I've done a couple of videos, 3 I think, on it. 3 the modern, the Pacific, and the European, and it just tells a story. And I'm saying these staff stories come out, and it's just brilliant. The stories tell themselves. Yeah, I know. It's much. Some people line it. It's got its devotees, and there's a few in the chat as well, I think. But I love it. Yeah. And every card is sleeved, and I've got hundreds and hundreds of them.
Oh my gosh! Do they all fit back in the box? I've
got 2 boxes. I don't know if you can see. I don't know. I've got this one here. This is a wooden that's supposed to have Eldritch horror stuff in it, or some sort of Cthulhu stuff, with the compartment so you can put all your cards in. That's full up, and I've got the Warfighter chest. That's full up.
Wow.
That's why I'm not buying anything. I don't need anything. It'd be nice to have the Mediterranean and the North Africa one and the Korean one, but I've got enough to last me a lifetime there. Yeah. Yeah.
D-Day at Tarawa.
Mm.
This is part of that
colorblind friendly system. Yes.
Yeah, colorblind friendly system there.
Great games. Great. I've got them.
It's like using colors to the 20th degree there. Holy crap.
I can get round it, but it's hard to video because it takes so long to work out the color.
Yeah.
It's dull. So I play it, I have played it.
And you don't want to mark the board either.
No, and I don't. No, I don't. So I've got lists of all the cards and what colors are on the cards. It's daft to things I have to do. We have to do as colorblind people, but I've got them. I've got them all. There's Tarawa.
There you
go. And I've got Omaha because Jester got frustrated with it. He got 2 turns in and got killed. But that's the nature of the game.
It was just a lot of work, I thought, for what you're trying to do.
It's a setup as well. Big setup, isn't it?
Big setup, a lot of work. I'm like, I sent it to Rob. I sent him, a box of games, to fill up his barren shelves. Back in the day, he didn't have anything. I felt bad for the poor guy. He's giving me his, bellyache about how, I can't afford anything, and I only have like 3 games on my shelf, and so I was like, all right, here's a box of games for you. Next thing I know is his shelves are full of games.
And I tell you what, they are pride of place. Still on my board, they've got the Omaha Beach there. I've got where's the other one? Oh, D-Day Quad. D-Day Quad.
Yep.
You sent me, and Tiger Leader. It's all there.
Tiger Leader. I was going to say Tiger Leader. I sent you that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, and a couple of TCS games, Tactical Combat Series games.
Yep.
Yeah. Which I've still got to get my head around how we're going to work that out solo, but.
Just some good ones to try out and play. I mean, you never know. Especially when you're just storing your collection.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you want to try everything. You want to play everything. So.
I still love everything.
Ruff, you're lucky. I haven't received anything from Jester.
I know. I
think he got his tax rebate. He went, "What can I? Oh, I'll send it."
Last one on the top 100. It's not even a war game, unfortunately. It is Star Wars Legion, which is a Star Wars tactical game, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, it's called a war game, isn't it? Because you're
miniatures.
You're pew-pewing people, aren't you? So I suppose technically it's a war game.
Yeah.
Ewoks, Rebels. Yeah, you got all the little miniature pieces. I know my buddy, when I went up to Ohio for Buckeye Game Fest, he had all these 3D printing, and he's printing all these things out. And I mean, it's got shells and shells of this stuff. I'm like, oh my God, I don't have room for that kind of stuff.
It's another rabbit holey thing, isn't it? Like Warhammer.
Yeah, I think it is.
Here you go, Ruff. Look at the yeah, there you go.
For Warfighter, true.
I'm not buying anything. I don't need anything. I've got enough to last me a lifetime, he says.
For Warfighter.
Yeah.
Comma
for Warfighter. Yes, we forgot that part.
It was Warfighter.
One of these days, we're going to come on the show, and there's just going to be nothing left on those shelves. All gone except Warfighter.
No, I love Warfighter. Just trying to say, people are commenting. Yeah, love the GTS. Those explosion markers, I think that's answered down. I've got a few smoke markers for my brew ups in Panzer, little columns of little weeny things. They're great fun.
That could be something that you put in.
Exactly.
Oh, Commander Lee. There you go. Yeah, Field Commander Lee.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I feel your blast pop. Yeah, Litco. Yep. Look them up if you want little bits of bling.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's talking about GCA CW there.
Yep.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what the top 100 war games are, because now it's supposed to be the best of the best. We'll see how many of them are the best of the best.
Oh man, I've been so tempted to get the On to Richmond 2. I mean, I have the original, but
some guy did an unboxing of it, and I thought, crikey, the amount of stuff in there, the books, the scenario, the counters. It was like, let's just chuck it all in.
Well, and one of the coolest things about GCACW is that inside the rule book, the book for the particular game is the game as history. So how does history play out using the mechanics of the game, which is really cool.
Good luck. Yeah, that's why, because there's lots of shuffling and, the action cards especially.
Uh-oh. Christoph mentioned it.
Hold on. I'm just trying to get through this because everybody's made the effort to make a comment. I might as well get them. Yes. Wow. Well, if it wasn't, it would be fun. If it was easy to win. It is a worthy challenge. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, you can have your Stratomatic collection.
No, you can't have my Stratomatic collection. Come on now.
I'm just seeing we got
I mean, there is something I'm more than happy to buy off Jester, but I think he knows what it is.
Oh, I know what you want. I know what everyone wants.
No.
That's right. He said it. That's all.
Do I have? Sorry, did I say that out loud? Sorry. Sorry.
Close. I mean, 10 more shows. What am I going to do then? Redo it? Start over at 500 and
we'll go to 1,000. We'll go to 1,000 to 500.
Yeah. 1,000 down to 500.
On this, no, that's the problem with Warfighter. They tried these universal rules. It didn't work because everything was in there. It was a mishmash of all the different games. So now going back to separate rule books for the separate games, like one for Vietnam, one for Europe, one for Pacific, and so on.
Remember last week, Nate, when we talked about rule booklets, what did I tell you about rule booklets?
Separate
you
them
got to
out.
separate your rule booklets into small sections. When you try to combine all your rule booklets into one big section,
and trying to find something, it's like murder, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I think they got the message. I mean, lots of hard work. I get it now, and I know where to look in my rule book anyway.
The Jester talking.
Yeah, he said you were rubbish. He said, what a weak opponent, he was saying. He said, next time maybe I'll get somebody who actually knows how to play the game. He didn't hold back at all, Jerry.
Wow. I can't believe you guys are going to do me like that. Wow.
I didn't say a word. A word. Right, DJ? Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't even bother to show up today knowing that I was going to hammer him.
And it's got the Petersburg campaign, which is that none of the originals cover the Petersburg campaign. Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, sorry. You know, true. I should have kept quiet. You see what the ears don't hear, the heart don't grieve. You know. So, but unfortunately,
hey, Blue Tweezers is here.
Blue Tweezers is here. Yeah.
The good news is Navy's winning. They're playing like.
I've got a clue what that means.
It's the Army Navy game today.
Oh, there's an Army Navy. They have an Army. Is that not college though? Is it? Or it's just.
It's college.
Yes, college. The naval.
It's college football. Yes.
Ah, right.
Everything in America is college football. Next week is going to be the start of the big tournament. Starts next week.
Mm-hmm. So
we will probably only have half the viewers next week.
What do you talk? College again? College football?
Yes, college football.
What about the NFL World Series?
Nobody watches the NFL anymore. Nobody cares.
Really?
Yeah. It's I mean, no, I shouldn't say that. A lot of people care, but it's not as popular as college football.
Yeah, it's not as popular. I mean, I remember back in the day when like the Super Bowl was the thing to do, but it's less becoming that now.
A World Series is baseball, and I got me things mixed up. Yes, the Super Bowl. Yes.
Super Bowl, yeah. But I mean, NFL is still popular. It's just not as popular.
Yeah.
Because of all they're making it. It's a discussion. We don't even want to go down.
No. I think a lot of it, like most sport now, there's lots of politics involved.
It's politics. It's all about what's politically correct, and
No, I just want to watch a game.
I've got a war. If you're okay with this, I have a war game question for both of you and for people in the chat.
No, we better get on with the subject. Otherwise, we're running out of time.
That's why I wanted to ask for permission.
Thank you for your service, sir. Thank you. Well, that's more.
Let's go.
Like a defense thing, but
so
still important.
I'm curious. Of. I've been thinking about. I have a wooden table that I use to play on, but I was thinking about getting like a neoprene, like just one color big mat.
Yes.
I'm this close. I'm really trying to decide whether or not I should spend. It's like $100 and some odd for one, because my table's 92 inches long and 39 inches wide. So it's going to be a big mat. So I'm looking for last minute word of advice and.
Well, me and Jester on neoprene mats, we love them. Not only the game neoprene mats that come with some of the games, but to play on. I have to wooden tables or bare tables. If you're videoing, doesn't matter if you're not videoing, but even so, the bit slippy wooden or
Yeah.
plastic tables. If you're videoing, it just looks nicer. I mean, I'd
Yeah.
like a neoprene mat, and I would go for a neutral shade, that sort of mid-range sort of tone, like a grey.
Sure.
Or some
Yes.
people go a bit darker.
You do not want a dark one. I have a dark blue one, and my camera wants to make everything
it
super
messes
dark.
about with a camera.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're planning on doing any kind of filming, you want, as Ruff said, you want a nice light blue or light gray or something like neutral like
you
that.
can go a little bit darker, but don't go sort of
Yeah, you don't want to.
Don't want red, or
Have
you don't
you seen
want
my?
blue.
Have you
Yeah.
seen my
was
Lord
trying
of the Rings one that I have?
Yeah.
It's like the epic picture of the ring on the table, and I was like, "Oh, this is going to be
It looks
epic."
great.
I have it. I can't use it because it just makes it too dark. Yeah,
But also, it distracts from what's going on. If you've got a big,
yeah, that's
picture.
the other thing.
Great to
Yeah,
look at. Great to look at.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because I was trying to film something on the wooden table, and I wasn't particularly liking the shot there, and so I thought kind of something like you said, like something neutral behind it, so that would make it would make the game pop more.
Yeah,
out.
that's it. Yeah. Also,
and,
when you're playing, not videoing, it stops things. A neoprene mat will stop things sliding about a little bit if you've got stuff off the board.
Yeah.
Look what I got this week, boys.
Ah,
Oh.
you got it.
Nice.
Yeah. We talked about this last.
I love them.
Yeah.
I love them because I just love them.
And the only reason I was remember that is because at least when you put these out, you don't have the plexiglass, you don't have the glare and stuff. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's one of the advantages of filming with the mounted map boards.
Yeah, and I know not everybody likes mounted maps. Some people prefer the paper maps with or without plexi. I can understand that, but from my point of view and Jess's point of view, putting down a mounted map, great. It's
I love a good mounted map.
you don't have to move the light about to get that big glare off, off the thing.
Wargaming definitely needs to have more mounted maps in their games.
I think it's getting there.
It is.
It is an important component. It's got to be big enough. It's got to be this, got to be that. So yeah, mine are long, but they're not that deep. I wish they were another sort of 6 inches, 8 inches deeper.
So should we talk about things that
Yeah,
Santa's going to leave in our stocking? Or what we hope Santa's going to leave in our stocking?
Yes, it's things that you would hope to get into your stocking. So little things that make you smile on Christmas Day and make you go, I hope this isn't my main present. But little things that people, would appreciate, that you've whispered to your family member, significant other, or whatever, and they've taken that on board and plopped something in to.
And they go, "Oh my God, what in the hell?"
Yeah, is that?
I look up like card sleeves, and I did not realize there's like 20,000 different kinds of card sleeves.
Mm.
So you're going to end up with card sleeves for like miniature card sleeves because somebody's going to order the wrong one, and you're going to be like,
well, this is actually.
Hey.
I'll go first. Then I shall say, sleeves are a big thing for me. If I can sleeve it, I'll put a sleeve on it because it's I know it adds to the cost and to the weight and to the awkwardness of maybe repacking the game, but it's me. I've spent 80, 90 pounds on a game, 50 quid on a game, and I'm not sure of the quality of the cards. They're not printed like playing cards, so I'm worried about wear. I know people say, oh no, they don't wear. But I know things like Legendary Encounters, Aliens, the blue back on those cards wears if you're not careful. So I put them in sleeves. So what you need to do is when you're going for Christmas and go, I'd love some sleeves. These are the ones I want. Take this.
"Yeah,
This is the little
I
game.
love you stole I was going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
You stole my idea."
They're the things that come in the bag with the sleeves. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Or if you want.
You muted yourself.
Yeah, knock me mic up.
You muted again.
He still did it again.
Sorry. There we go. I'm back.
There you go.
Get
Yeah.
excited. Things like mini games, just give them one of these. Say, there we are. And on the back, right where they can get them. The web
So-
page.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
they're
glad you
important
mentioned
to
them because I'm going to put them on my Amazon wish list.
They might be dear on Amazon. I mean, I get mine from Board Game Extras. They're a couple of quid or just over a couple of quid a pack. The more you
on
order,
on Amazon, a pack of 100 is $4.
Don't get the hundreds. No. This is what you've got to do. If you want the thin, horrible penny sleeves, that are just too big and they crinkle.
Never get ones with more than 50 in a
No,
package.
50.
Yeah,
Look,
50.
125% thicker. They're more expensive.
Nate, if you're on the main Nate site, you want the 7077 is the number. 7077.
Okay, it's $5.99 on Amazon.
No, that's
there's like 10 packs you can get for like
less than $3 a pack. Less than $3 a pack. Yeah.
Okay.
It should be around $3 a pack. Yeah, it shouldn't be that expensive.
Yeah.
And they fit nearly every war game.
They fit standard playing card size. Magic the Gathering, most
standard poker size cards.
Poker size. That's the word. The Wolf Pack and all that sort of thing. All the cards you get in GMT games that are like poker size.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You can get them all sizes. Tarot. Yeah, I've got those because you can get those. May they do them as well.
I get my tarot size cards from Fantasy Flight. If you're looking for the sizes, it is going to be 70 by 120 millimeters.
Yeah, May they do them as well. They do most things, but yeah, Fantasy Flight do their own for their games, And on the back of the boxes, it tells you what you need, doesn't it? If you're that way inclined. No, it's not useless. If you love it, I mean, I know what you mean about the little click, click, click on the top of the plexi when you're picking up.
So who's next?
I'm just quickly going through that. New Zealand, yeah, again with Canada, my heart bleeds for you. Stop it, Paul. That's silly.
If they did sell them, I think you would buy them, though.
No, I wouldn't. I have bought sleeves for things like Eldritch Horror, the monsters, because you have to put them in the bag and mix them round.
Right.
I found little coin things to put them in. So
yeah.
Okay, stop promoting. Yeah, dry erase. Explore it, loves that. Let me just do. Yeah.
Nate, go ahead.
Yeah, go. I mean, yes, by all means, go ahead. I
was waiting for our MC to tell me.
Sorry. I'll get involved in the chat because I know it's important for me to bring the chat up because I've spent the time typing it away.
Well,
off you go.
I was just wanting to be patient.
No, that's fine. No, I forget sometimes, so it's good that I get a kick up the bottom.
Thank you, Jester. I appreciate it.
Premium sleeve.
So mine is, let's see if people can see it, coins. Actual coins, metal coins for games. Like I have these Roman ones that I really, really enjoy and love to see more in some games. Like I got some metal coins for the Europa Universalis game that I have. But yeah,
well, fair enough.
Metal coins. Love the sound.
They're great when you have to, for RPGs and for fantasy games, as for anything really. Yeah, the clink of money adds to the.
Okay,
that's
I know what you're talking about.
Definitely a good one. And I'm gonna piggyback off of what Nate said. I was gonna do something different, but I've decided to change my mind at the last minute and piggyback off of Nate. So there's always, the coins are great, right? But there's other things you can use to keep track of. And I would recommend...
That's fine.
Get some kind of poker chips. You can get poker chips of different sizes and stuff.
Yeah. That's another good thing.
You can see, I've actually designated this for different games, and you can go, put all the different symbols or whatever you're going to be doing.
Yep.
You can even use, I know a lot of games out there use initiative, like a pull chit draw, right?
Yeah.
So you could make You can make a poker chip for all the different divisions. Put your poker chips in a bag.
Yep.
Shuffle them up, and they're a lot easier to draw. Poker chips, you could use these for a million different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Oh yeah.
one.
I
Good
definitely
one.
have used them.
Got some good suggestions as well. Talking about that. The other
Okay,
thing,
Russ?
is it me again? The thing, of course, I keep going on about them, and I know we get them in every game, but I am a sucker for dice, and these go into the stocking very easy. These are the 12-sided, 6-siding dice. These
Are you-
sixes.
Are you as dedicated to the gravity dice as I think Tony is?
No, I think they're too expensive. I mean, they probably are fantastic. No, I'd rather get some cheap old cruddy plastic stuff. But I tell you what, over here, we have a dedicated dice shop that sells other bits and pieces, but it's a dice shop, and I'm going to show you over here.
Okay,
We're so
I was going to
lucky.
ask, like,
We're so lucky.
what does it look like on the inside?
Let me.
Is the store shaped like a dice, and you walk through one of the?
No, there we are. Look, it's just it's called the Dice Shop.
Wow! All right, there you go.
And look, there's sets, so you can get all the different sets you want. There's
Wait, scroll down for a second, just a little bit. Oh no, go back to the front page.
I think I know. I was curious about that too.
Wait, scroll down right there. What is that?
There. What is that?
Well, this.
There's beer dice.
Yeah, they got little bubbles on them.
Oh my goodness!
The little bubble. Look, that one's got a head on it.
Oh my god!
Anything. This is it. Anything you want. You know, gemstone. The nice looking gemstone.
I could have sworn I was looking at some beer there. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
the hell?
It was a picture. Yeah, you're not seeing anything wrong.
No, it's everything. Look, all the different dice. This unique, roulette die there that you can roll any type of number. Specialist dice, the lot. It's just.
Are you gonna make some more noodles?
Blooming wonderful.
Wow.
So, have I got? What have I got that up there? Sorry. Is he gone? Is he getting moaned at? So yes, dice. I mean, even things like spin down dice to count down, hit points or whatever. You can get some really nice spin down dice that just look cool on the table. So, dice. I know we've got tons of them. I mean, I do like to buy dice, and when I'm playing a war game, I'll use like red for the Japanese, green or brown for the Americans or Brits, and
or
blue.
It's cool if there's a symbol as the one. You
can get them with the symbol on for the flag or whatever for the 6. So yeah, I think they export across the North Sea to Europe, but I think you can also get them to do it to America. Probably cost you a bit, but yeah, we've got our own dice shop called the Dice Shop.
Blue Tweezers doesn't. He's not going to bother with them because they don't sell tweezers.
Wow.
Yeah, but you've got them. You give them away.
That games don't have their own dice in them. I'm glad we get our own dice, though, seriously, because the dice that are in some of these games
bad
are a little bit iffy.
They're just not the best,
I'm very
partial. And as Ruff said, like a lot of times I'm rolling. If I'm going to use the German dice, I want the black or the gray dice.
Black or gray.
If I'm using the US, I want the green dice. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So
what else got there, Nate?
So for mine is, I think what we call it, a necessary accessory or something that could fit in a stocking that's necessary for wargaming, but it's certainly one of the most important items. If this item here, if it breaks, I immediately buy another one.
I'll get back to you, Christoph, after Nate's finished. Sorry.
That is this. A corner rounder.
No, snow shovel.
Never again. Never again. How much did that cost you?
$60. Mm-hmm.
I've got through 2 of them. 2 of them have broken.
I have gone through 3.
There you go.
But I clip a lot. I clip
I
everything
clip
that I
all
get.
mine, and I use these. This is one of my stocking fillers. I've had these years.
Okay.
You
But
can,
that uses metal, right? This is plastic in the
which breaks, yeah.
yeah. But the only thing was
But they're great. If they worked, they're great.
the only thing was the other ones that you have though, it's not always the same. Like you have to be very careful to have the even cut, right? Because there's not like here there's actual
Yeah. And there is in here, there is a V shape. You get used to it. You get used to it's not as it's you get intuitive after a while.
If you don't line it up right, it's
Yeah,
a problem.
You can clip the side of the counter as well as the corner.
Yeah.
So but only if you're not paying attention. I mean, I don't have any problem now. When I first started, that was one of my 5. You see, you saved me doing it. But yeah,
if I had one of these
if they didn't bloody break.
If I had one of these break and they ended up in a stocking for Christmas, man, I would be through the moon. I wouldn't care what other gifts there were. If I got this, I'd be happy.
And I've done it. I've put the dice. You put a die in between the two handles so you don't squeeze it all the way. Didn't still break.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Art Wolf Lair did a video on how to fix that when they break. There's a plastic piece that breaks in there, and you can make it into a wooden piece.
You know what?
Right there.
Yeah, the whole bottom bit can be a wooden, the handle and everything.
He's got
there's also a YouTube video about how to repair them when the plastic breaks. They had to repair the plastic. I did it. It lasted about 3 days. Because you have to drill it out, put it in, epoxy it, put another screw in. It took me ages. And I thought, oh, yeah, wow, bang. Oh.
Well,
there we go. But they are great. But I think maybe they're using an inferior type of plastic, I hear, through, social media. Not like the old ones. People have had the old ones for years.
Yeah, good plastic back in the day.
It was proper plastic. They knew how to, American plastic. American plastic.
Well, here's the thing. I think that the one, I have both, and I think Nate's the snow shovel is what we call it. I think that does a much better job than this because it always makes the proper corner. These again, if you don't have it in there perfectly, you can get the corner kind of catty-wonked and stuff. The advantage of these is you can order them in different sizes. This is 2.5 millimeters. This is 2 millimeters. There's also a 3 millimeter one. So I have all 3 of them. So depending on which size, I can just pull out the one I need. But I do think that one does better. But mine actually hasn't broken yet. So knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Well, if you clip Atlantic Wall, then it will break.
Yeah, I've got 2 of them.
But my stocking stuffer from Santa is going to go. So first one I did with Nate. And this one I'm going to go with Ruff. Ruff talked about dice. Well, what's the one thing you need with the dice? You need somewhere to roll them, right? You want to be able to put them on the table. So a lot of times, we have different towers and stuff that we can get and put out there, or you can get these little dice trays. And they make them for all kinds of different companies and logos. And
they're nice. That's a nice one.
But they will, you can put it in a stocking and you can have somewhere to roll your dice because I think that's important to have somewhere because if you're like Ruff, you might roll the dice off the camera and then bring it over and go, oh, look, I rolled 6 more 6s. Oh, my God, the British are on fire today.
Yeah.
Which is why I always leave the dice tower on the shot now so I don't get grief.
Which I like, Ruff, that in your dice tower, because I have the same one, that you put a little piece of felt at the bottom.
Yeah, I got moaned at because it's like MDF, very thin MDF. You put a dice down, it clatters like the acrylic ones. Yeah. And he was going, oh, it does my head in. Well, oh, all right. So I went and got some sticky. See, I'll do anything for my subscribers. It's got some sticky back foam.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Now there's going to be all kinds of requests.
Yeah, well, if I can't do it, if it's illegal, I can't do it. But but yeah, so I put that all in, and it's but
Yeah,
that is
Jester, like smoking a turkey.
that is one of mine. I wish, yeah, like smoking a turkey. How do you do that? I don't know, but big lighter. What was I saying? Oh yes, dice towers. I'd love a new dice tower. They are so expensive. A nice wooden one. You've got a nice wooden one, Jester. Tony's got a nice wooden one. And Dave's Gaming Cave's got a nice one. I'm thinking, oh, I'd love one. They're just so expensive. So that would be great if somebody got me that. And because they all fold up and come apart, you know, going nicely in the old stocking there.
Maybe.
Yes, they would. Yes, they would.
No! I'll show you what happened. Well, the first game I bought was Fields of Fire, and I'm thinking, oh, they're all clipping their corners. So I get the nail clippers out, and they end up looking like stop signs. I tell you.
Oh.
No.
I still remember the game that I accidentally used scissors.
Oh,
It was a bad choice.
No.
I was new. I didn't know anything. It was bad.
These are about 35 quid, I think. I don't know how much you pay. I think 30 odd quid I paid, and that was getting them across from Oregon.
Yeah,
they need a cleaner, a bit squeaky. But yeah, I've had them. Yeah, how can they break? It's metal. Yeah, but you have
the
to
other thing, if you get these, I know Ruff made fun of me before. Put some baby powder on this, because if you don't, your hands will get all chapped.
Yep.
From just squeezing it, and then your skin is rubbing on this little was this plastic piece, so you can see there's like a little bit of baby powder on these.
Yeah. I have not used baby powder, but I definitely have had my skin come
because
off.
this part of the hand here, or whichever one you're using, gets really sore, because that's where the handle sort of pushes into. If you're talking about the snow shovel, Mike, you must have one of the early ones when they were proper American plastic, not this cheap stuff.
All right, Ruff, what's yours? You can go through the comments once you finish yours. And
all right. I've said, well, done the clippers. What have I got here? Oh, yes. Certain age, with the counters, especially the prevalence of quarter-inch counters, things like GBOH and that, and Great Battles of the American Revolution. I find this indispensable, even though I'm wearing glasses. So one of these. Don't laugh. You'll get there one day, Nate. I tell you. One of these, you know, and then we think, what does that say? Oh, yeah, lovely. Yeah, this has been indispensable. I know we're all getting old and farty, but yeah, I find this. It wouldn't be for wargamers of a certain age, shall we say? It would be, you know, they probably dropped hints anyway.
Not Jester and I.
No, not you two, but you know, for me, I've got my dodgy old eyes. I've had bad eyes since I was a kid. I've had 2 operations on them, but
oh my gosh, wow.
Yeah, one done by the Queen's surgeon at the time when I was about 10, 11. He was in the hospital. He said, I'll do the operation for the youngster. And the Queen's eye surgeon. Yeah, so anyway, yes. That's I know it's daft, but that's what I would suggest for people whose eyesight is not getting any better as they get older.
Okay. Nice.
Very
well, mine is I didn't used to really like these, and then I've grown to like really, really like them because of how convenient they are and how nice they are. And that is the GMT counter trays.
Ooh.
I do like the GMT counter trays. I have looked at the others that are out there, but I do like a good standard GMT counter tray. They all stack very nicely. The lid is secure, and I can fit a lot in here. So, like, for instance, I have Wolfpack in here, as you can tell from all of the convoy.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Very good. That's a
fine.
great suggestion. Get some of these blank counter trays.
I've
You
got
can
them.
never have enough of them.
I've got them all here, a great big pile of them from the sale. Yeah, great. I think it's those older versions of the snow shovel which will last. Yeah, and I was gentle. I wasn't going. I was gentle. Then suddenly, one counter, it just went bang. it just goes, doesn't it, Nate? It just goes
Yep.
punch. And it's not because you're abusing it or using it hard. I even had the die stuck to the bottom handle so I couldn't squeeze it too tight.
And you can tell after a while, like this one I got maybe 2 weeks ago, because the other one broke. And I could tell near the end of its life that the plastic was wearing out as I was almost through the last gamble, the big the bulge game from Compass, and almost got through the whole thing. It was on like the last counter sheet, and oh no,
yeah. The only problem is, as DG Cleary points out, the thick counters. I mean, some of the GMT counters are a little bit tough to get in that slot, whereas the snow shovel, the deluxe, yeah, fine. But again, I'm convinced it's a cheaper manufacture compared to, 2017, 2015 when they were got then.
All right, my next thing.
People are mentioning the Q for Me trays. I was
going to mention them. They're supposed to be very good. Get much more in them.
For me trays, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry, Jester.
I don't use trays, so I don't know. But what I do use for a lot of games now, especially games with cards, you guys do know there is cards in some games, right? Well, I have recently purchased some nice card holders that I was using for some of my sports games, and I'm going to be using these for all kinds of different games now. And you can get these and put these in somebody's stocking, and they can hold up all their little cards or whatever that you need. How many times do we have limited space? And if I could have something sitting up where I can read it from across the table, like boom. And these the ones that I ordered came in like singles, doubles, or triple size.
They will look really cool. They look really cool. Yeah,
that's
all
awesome.
the other ones. If you want to find out if you're interested in these and you're from the US, I did an unboxing video this week. You can go watch the video because I have the information on where to order these and the person that I ordered them from. And they have like a nice little lip on the bottom, so it holds like the little card in there, as you can see.
Like a slot.
Yeah, like a little slot to hold the card in. There we go. So you can kind of see.
Yeah.
It.
Nice.
And and nice matte finish, so not glossy or anything like that. So I can highly recommend some. And you can also go to like Home Depot,
sure,
or Office Max, and you can just get like the business card holders, which is basically the same thing from there.
Yep. Cool. That's nice.
Yeah, I know some people. I know he doesn't sleeve, doesn't clip. He's a heathen. And this is a designer of one of the best games of the year. What's going on?
No clip, no worries. There you go.
And Gareth's the same.
You didn't. I only had to clip just a couple of things in the Wolfpack game because most of it's already.
Only those little admin counters, isn't it?
And the ships, the convoys.
You triggered DJ Fiffy with the scissors.
All right, Ruff, you're up, buddy.
Okay. What have we got? The other thing is that Nate talks about all the time. If you're clever, you can fit in one of them. And what's better, if you get it, is than a nice book.
Yeah.
Ooh. Tobruk.
Nice.
Yeah, great siege. See, North Africa, you see, it's got to be done. So I've had this a little while. I think it was, let's have a look. But any book. This was printed in 1996, so it's quite an old book. But the other thing, I know it's a bit of a, these were my dad's old ones until my son got hold of them. These are, a bit dusty down there. These sort of things, I don't think you can still get them. These are nice small little books, army badges and insignia. They do.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
I used to be able to go around the markets when I was in London with my dad and go around, and they'd be selling all the cloth badges so I could get all the American cloth badges. But there's color plates. I think you can still get these. These are very old, but all the sort of collar patches and all that sort of thing, and then all the sort of cap insignia and things like that. So yeah, little books that us war gamers would just think, I'm taking a break rather than playing a Euro. I'll read a book. So yes,
Ruff, the author of the Tobruk book, I just looked him up. Did you?
He's in prison. What?
Say that again.
He's in prison. What?
Do you know his background?
No, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's probably got it on here. This was a present for me, and I thought, oh, I'm skimming through it.
It says at the age of 20, Frank Harrison served on the signal staff during the siege of Tobruk.
Oh, yeah, against Rommel's Africa Corps.
He was subsequently captured and spent several years as a prisoner of war in Africa, Italy, Germany, and finally Czechoslovakia. And then he ended up as an art teacher in northern Canada.
So he wasn't great. He got caught 3 times. No, anyway, I'm joking. So yes, so this man's been there, done it. This man's been there, done it. Yeah,
that is a primary source. That is awesome.
Yeah, he's been there, done it. So a couple of his books. I mean, I know Nate does his Nate notes, but yeah, books are important.
Yeah, because like you get something like, I'll go along with you. This isn't my thing, but I'll go along with you, like a small little book.
Yeah. But there's a lot of, there's a lot of info in there. About all the world, the world's army badges and insignia. There's one for the Navy, one for the Air Force. So yes.
New contender with a book on Tobruk. Okay, so my last one is for people who are wanting to make their own war game videos, which we always are looking for more people to enter the YouTube world to show us war games, especially war games that we don't necessarily know about. I love seeing videos on games that I've never heard about, never seen before, and somebody tells us about it.
Hold on, before you say it, everybody, a certain age, they're all using their magnifying glasses. What a great idea. So yeah, to you too. Right, carry on, mate.
Love you too, Ruff.
Oh, dude, said with love.
Of course. And but a good microphone. And this is a nice small one. This is a Blue Yeti microphone, and I use it. Really like it. So that's a quick.
It's a nice. It's a not top of the range. It's up there. It's not a cheap old thing though, is it? But it's a good one.
Yeah. I can't remember how much it was.
80, 90 quid.
Something like that. Let's see. It's right now $79.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad. And they're a well-known make.
And it has
a
good sound quality.
The one I've got 40 quid, but it's still good for what I want,
Yeah.
Nice.
I only use it on the war room. I don't use it when I'm recording. I use Lavalier mic, clip-on mic here, Yeah, it's just the new one.
All right, I've got something to show off, and I'm going to use my camera to show it off because it's best if you see it in action. Yes.
Is it the plastic Stukas?
No, it's not the plastic.
No, he sold them.
So we have our little maps, so we got our maps out and but then you're like, oh, I don't know if this has line of sight to this, so we use
that's going to mention that in the thing. Yes, yeah.
Little line of sight, some way to do line of sight. Now you don't have to necessarily have something like this, but you have to have some way to determine line of sight, whether you use rulers or string or whatever you're going to use. You have to.
The only problem with those is
line of sight. When I played Combat Commander when I played Combat Commander against Jerry, he kept complaining every time, every move I would make. Oh my God, that's not in line of sight. Oh my God.
See, Jerry, I wasn't lying. That's all he's done. It's just
I had to pull out my little laser printer and say, look it, old man.
Yeah.
You know, get your little magnifying glass out. That does have line of
See what I
sight.
mean? He's terrible. Not only is he ageist, he's eyeist as well. But yeah, I'll tell you what, they are great. I've got one, use it on a few of the videos and that. They're great. The only problem is, can you get them? I think they may be very hard to get now because they are a laser. And oh no, you could put it in someone's eye and blind them. Well, you could do that with a fork, you know, but you're going to use that, aren't you? So, you know, it's you just don't stick it and don't look at it.
You have to be careful. And I think mine is broke now too. So, I mean, I used it so much with Combat Commander.
But they're great if you can get one. They are great.
Hey,
whining and belly aching about the line of sight the whole time. You gotta have some way to prove to your opponent, whether it's a string or whatever.
Oh well, no, each to their own, Alan. You know, it's
rough. You'll get there eventually. But I wanted to say hello to Foxtrot. He just joined us from Chile.
Oh,
is that near the end?
All right. Yes. Yep. The next week's charming. He gets a bit sarky.
Yeah, it is bad.
Other book. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Well, you know,
it's bad when an American knows more about British history than the Brit.
Yeah, maybe not, but anyway. Or maybe a Brit that knows where parts of your country is better than a American, maybe. I don't know. Swings around.
At least the American knows. Well, at least the American can pronounce Birmingham.
I'm triggered. So I'm trying to get all these things. Hold on. Yes. So Foxtrot, greetings. Great picture.
Jimmy. That's an interesting logo there.
Yeah, it's cool.
Was trying to be nice to my new friend. Oh, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you trying to be nice to me. Here I am taking the Mickey out on him.
Yeah, there you go. You see, you've got this sort of, I can understand it, but it's a blooming, it's not like a laser pinpoint. It's a line, it's not. Anyway.
Or blue tweezers. You'll get to a very.
Yes, just don't use the two and get it round the wrong way. Oh, crikey. Yeah, that hurt. There is, yes.
Ruff, do you have a last one? Is there?
Well, I think I've done sleeves. It's the counter clipper, the magnifying glass, and the dice, and the books. Everybody's mentioned the other things I was going to make, like the laser pointer, trays. The other thing, it's silly things that you can buy next to nothing in the supermarkets.
I got one more.
I've got these from Asda's. They're like
I've seen those.
These things, they're great. They're ever so cheap. You give them in a big pile.
Mm-hmm.
And I use these. You see these all the time on my videos because you can just jump.
Yep.
And if you want something a bit smaller, if they're a bit big, why not get these things that you use for cooking, the little paste with the metal, and they're great as well. So, it doesn't have to be from a sort of local game store or something. You can pick those up.
Well, and in line with you, sometimes I bought these like little small bead trays.
What?
Go ahead, Jester.
No, I was waving goodbye to Cardboard Commander. He's got to go.
Is he going?
Oh.
It's time for him to take his medicine, so he's got to go. So.
Yeah, that's where you get them from, Blastbot. But if I've looked over, I've got one. I was lucky, so maybe they're still doing them.
Yeah, I've bought these before. These kind of small little bead trays for a couple of bucks from Walmart.
Yeah,
and they're nice. They're especially deep, which I like.
I've got a wall of them behind me here on the wall here. They used to be down there, because I've put some games here now. But yeah, there's a wall of them there. Terrible. And best game, one of the best games ever. Yeah.
All right. We talked about books, right? But I have See, here's kind of a book, but you can put this in a stocking, and it's actually a game. You could put
Okay.
you could put a book game in a stocking.
Yes,
If you're going to
you
put a book
can.
in there, you could wrap it up. You could put it in there and put a full-fledged game inside somebody's stocking because, yeah, there's several of them out there. Thomas has got a couple great ones. Tally Ho. There you go. Game of Drones.
The thing is,
Mag
I
20,
wouldn't-
Mag
I
23.
wouldn't, no, I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, I would fold these up and put them in. You can just drop them right into somebody's stocking, and then they go, "Oh my god, I got a game! Oh my god, look at that! Ah, I'm so happy! I'm so happy!"
I'm right there with you, Mandarin Mike.
Where is he? Down the bottom.
Don't warp it.
No,
Don't
well,
warp the book.
no.
Right there with you. Just seeing a book go like that. Ugh.
Yes,
Oh,
we remember that show, the Growler
yes,
show.
yes, the show. I wasn't there, and things got out of control.
Yeah. Just seeing as many other things.
So we only have about 3 minutes left.
Yeah, crikey, it's gone.
Oh.
Whoa. Yeah, anything like that, Coy. Yeah, great. They're great. Baize cloth, that might be cheaper. I don't know. You know, the stuff on
Little
Snoopy
plastic
paper.
cups
Yeah,
to put
yeah.
in all your different. You got a lot of markers, a lot of units coming in round
Exactly the
one. You
same
can put
thing.
them all
I
in
got mine
different
from
cups. I
Masters.
use these for
Yeah.
every game.
They're great. They're great. I've got him trained now. He won't go near that table. He goes and I go,
Ooh.
and he don't go up there anymore.
There you go.
So yeah, no, he's had more time to play. So apologies if I didn't catch your comment, but there's been tons. It's been great. Yeah, coffee cups, anything. Yeah, I mean these just look a bit nicer. You know, these. I've got tons of them. These just look a little bit nicer, I suppose. But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Very
that's
nice.
all, but very cheap. Very cheap.
Well, next week's subject. How many games do you guys think you played this year?
Trust
Oh.
you. Look,
I have my list. I will count.
Ruff, how many games did you play this year?
what
Just roll. Roughly, just rough.
in the 10?
No. How many in total? Like, did you play
probably
more than like 20? Did you play 30?
Probably played about 15. Yeah, that there weren't most of them were recorded, but yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll do our top 10 games that we played in 2024 next week.
Yeah, but some of them are not.
I will not be here.
Oh well, you can send us your list. We'll share your list.
I will.
So it'll be your top 10 games that you played in 2024. It's not games that were released in 2024, just the top 10 games that you played.
I mean, you guys already know what's going to be my number one. So
Wolfpack.
Yeah, I've played a lot of I've played a lot of non-war games. When I play something on the channel,
The lamps is burning.
No. Death in the Trenches.
Death in the Trenches. Yeah, but that's the thing. You're not allowing non-war games because a lot of them are non-war games I've played off the channel.
But your top 10 games. I didn't say war games. Top 10 games.
Oh, okay.
If you were in a war game, fine.
We're going to upset people next week then. I didn't come here to listen to a load of old Euros and Ameritrash. But
You're
yes,
not gonna you didn't play that many games that weren't
no, I didn't. No.
war games.
But yeah, sometimes you need to flush.
Not including video games, no. They have to be
Board games.
board games.
Board cards.
Specifically designed for war or war themed or something. Your top 10 that you played this year. And how many times you played it. So if you played it like 2 or 3 times, let us know. So that way we can keep track how many times people played the different games out there. So
okay. Well, you guys
that's a good idea. Themed coffee cups. Because you can get them with
there you go.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I hope it goes well because I'll be spending my time with my family that I haven't seen in quite a while. So
you'll get
where are they at?
Give it. Yeah, where are they living?
I'm sorry.
Where are they at? Where is your family at?
Ohio.
Oh, okay. Where in Ohio?
Where you used to be.
Columbus. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Don't worry. 6 hours, you'll get fed up with each other. Come on, bring the laptop. All right.
So you could stay at your parents' house and go to Origins then.
I could.
Wow.
Good.
Wow,
Yep.
it's a possibility next
Yep.
time, or Buckeye Game Fest or something.
That's right. When is Buckeye Game Fest?
Next year, I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up.
When was it this year? Was it in the summer?
It was in April.
April. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I might be able to make it. Might be my first convention to go to.
And if you go to Buckeye Game Fest, most conventions are Thursday through Sunday. Buckeye Game Fest is Monday through Sunday because they open the War Room 3 days early for just war games.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
You get a lot of money's worth out of it.
Yeah.
And if you're not staying in a hotel, you're staying at your parents' house. It's very cheap.
It is very cheap. Free is
Wow.
definitely cheap.
It is. So, yes, got no excuse. So we expect a con report. When is it? When is Buckeye?
It's probably going to be around April next year
April,
too.
early.
Probably, but I don't know for sure. We got to wrap things up, Phyllis.
Yes, sorry, we're
yes.
over time. All I want to say is we've had, a load of people turn up as per normal. It's fantastic to see everyone in the chat and contributing. And again, apologies if I didn't get your comment up. My little fingers are working as quick as they can, and I have to keep an eye on these two, and they're moaning at me because I haven't done this and that. So yes, apologies, but I hope you enjoyed it. Next week, what do you got up quickly? You got games coming up next week, Jester?
Yeah, tonight we're going to finish our Essentials to the Multiverse. So I'm sure we'll have lots of stuff. Me and Jerry, I mean, assuming that I can convince him not to disown me as a friend anymore, we'll try and schedule something. And I'm still looking for Combat Commander. If you think you're better than Jerry at Combat Commander and you want to take on the world champion, give me an email.
He's laying down the gauntlet there.
Yeah, laying down. You got to sometimes lay down the gauntlet. So.
Yeah. What about you, Nat? Anything coming up? Oh, you're off to your parents, aren't you? So
I am, yeah. But I don't know what game I want to pull out next because I don't know whether or not I want to stick with something, play something I already know or try something new. I don't know yet.
Whatever you do, have a great time and give Ohio and your parents all our love. Yeah. So
thank you. They already know about you both.
Oh, crikey. Is that a good or bad thing? But anyway,
it's a
I'm
good
thing. I'm hoping to get part 4 of Skies Above Britain out next week. So thanks for putting up. And, it's just out of life. But hopefully we're getting back on track. So once again, thanks to everybody. Smash the like button if you haven't done so already. That would be much appreciated. Thanks for the super chat, Christoph. I've got to sort that out. So thank you.
Christopher, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. So hope you enjoyed it. It was a bit of fun. Eves, better late than never, mate. Yeah, but maybe you've been listening. Yeah, huge stocking. So once again, thanks for everyone. We'll see you next week over at Jester's. And as always, you take care until next time. And we love you all. And there's nothing you can do about it. All right. See you next week.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.